On Earth here, according to the scientists, when I looked my visions up, because I said in videos that I wanted to be sure that my visions had a more literal meaning, not just vision. Like, I really wanted to see what I was understanding, that I was not hallucinating. So I looked them up online. I did so many researches, and I saw that what I knew was in fact a deeper understanding to what was housed there, divided in our different subjects, mostly our science subjects. But I'm not a science student. I never even have any history in science. I was a commercial student throughout. So I said in my other videos how the black void came to emit the red and the blue core, how they coexisted, how the red core envied the the blue core, how the red core was having the motive of going to destroy the blue core, thinking it was greater, it's so love, jealousy. Why will the black void create something else? Why the blue core also was too happy, wanted to meet the red core, so happy to see somebody else like she was, and going to meet each other with different motive but the same plan. They eat themselves, they jam themselves with the aid of the black void graffiti that allows them to come together. And there was a jam which the scientists call the Big Bang. And the hey, due to the graffiti that also allowed them to put them apart, they were put apart, but due to that incident, that some stardust were created, which caused were created, which caused some star ash to be created, which were actually burnt at the moment. So the creator, excuse me, the dark void used this dust to create a another home for them inside of the dark void. Don't forget that, which we now call the earth. So meaning that the fundamental part of the earth is actually made of burnt or star, burnt star or star ash. Do you understand? I'll prefer burnt ash instead of sorry. I prefer star ash instead of burnt star. Burnt star. Do you understand? So the 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 creator, the black void, actually took a piece of the um red core, which is called the scientists call this electron. Then he put the he brought out a piece of the blue core, which the scientists call the proton. But in this sense, because I said earlier that the blue the blue the blue the blue core was actually the one carrying the embodiment of the fundamental part of the black void, which was inside the red core. It was easy for the black void to just make them together. Do you understand? They are already together. Do you understand now? So that formed the proton. So when I looked further, I saw that the scientists called something quark. Inside, so they actually named the 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 blue core is really, they really confused everything, but I'll try to put it the way I saw it. But I'm trying my best to give my vision a well detailed explanation. I'm trying to bring it down to what the scientists say so to have more understanding. Like me just saying, so it's not be as if I'm telling a story, because I took my time to be sure that those visions were not me and hallucinating, and I wasn't going nuts. So the blue core as now has two entity itself and the precious side of the black void, was which was actually the black substance, the embodiment of the fundamental substance, black substance, which was in the red core. So when I looked it up, the scientists call it the quarks or something. So the up so the the black void put with part of the blue void, the blue core too there. So remember that the blue core already has a embodiment, so it's one. But the red core was put separate. So now I showed you in my other video that the earth is like a place of experience, or a sieve, or a realm, or dimensions whereby we came here to experience upgrading. You understand? So the black void then brought out um it brought out parts of the black substance also. Then with this, he then brought another part of himself in addition to it inside. So if I'm to scale this, I'll put it like 2 to 1, like 2 to 1, like in, I don't know how to explain that, but I'll try. Like in percentage, like 2% of the black substance, the fundamental part, and and the 1% of the black void. Then he kept it. He then now placed it inside the blue core. So, like I said before, the earth is just a place of experiencing upgrading. It's like a place for cure, a place whereby the black substance, the fundamental black substance inside the red core, is here to experience if it wants to be upgraded by experiencing what is already upgraded, which is the blue core, which is scientists call proton. So the scientists call that red core the electron. The scientists call the black substance neutron. Do you understand? So the neutron was placed inside the proton to experience the upgraded core. Is already used to the defective core, the sick core, the the ill core, the virus core, the corrupted core. So now earth is a place where is to experience the upgrading. So the black void kept the neutron inside the proton, then housed it inside, then he kept himself around the two, then they now brought the electron there.